Hello everyone, Dear Aquarius, and today I'm going to be reviewing Trash Fires. Trash Fires stars Adrian, Grenier, and Angela Trimbur. I think I was saying the last name, but it's also directed by Richard Bates Jr., who I'm a huge fan of. I love Excision back out in 2012, and he's a great director for the most part. Because this film, it's very conflicted, but I am very conflicted with this movie. So I'm going to keep this, I'm going to tell you just the plot of the movie, then I'm going to get into the good and then the bad, because I don't want to go over explanation of what's wrong with this movie, because I do got a lot of problems with the movie, but I really don't want to be as long as I can. I really want to keep this short and just say what I feel, what's wrong with the movie. But so the plot is Owen, played by Adrian Grenier, and Isabel, played by Adrian. What's her name? What's her last name again? Trimbur, yeah, Angela Trimbur. So Owen and Isabel, they are a couple together. They've been together for 3 years, and they want to do something more. They're all like, what the hell is going on? What are we doing? I want something more. That's what she says, because she feels like he's distant and being a guy. Well, not a guy, but they're all having relationship problems, as anybody would at 3 years, fighting. And the boyfriend and girlfriend, by the way, they're not married. They are literally boyfriend and girlfriend. They live together. They do everything together. They eat, sleep, all that stupid shit. But anyway, so she tells him, I want you to reconcile with your sister because you have not talked to her for over 20 years. You left. What she doesn't know, all she knows is that you don't talk to your sister, and she wonders why. What happens is, Owen, when he was younger, his parents died, and he feels guilty about it because he left for a party and he feels like the fire happened because of him. He feels bad about it. He has seizures. He goes to therapy. Very funny scene that he has with the therapist. I think that's the funniest scene throughout the whole entire movie, and it's the beginning too. So that kind of says what's wrong with the movie, but he feels bad about it because he wasn't there. His sister got severely burned in the fire. We're talking like 3rd-degree burn, the worst of the worst. It's terrible. It is. It's pretty bad. So they went to the grandmother's house, to be looked over after, and their grandmother's a real piece of work. And we're talking there are assholes in this world. There are pricks, dicks, mean people, but my God, she takes that to the next level. She makes all three of the characters, and Don't Breathe, she makes them look like Martin Luther King Jr. I'm being dead serious, like seriously. And most of it is because she is a religious person. She's a very old-fashioned religious person. She doesn't believe sex before marriage. And if you do, you call it a whore. You sleep around with other people, you call it a whore. You call it a cunt. All that stuff. And I think that's a big problem, which I'll get into later on. But I thought the way he handled that, because the actress is just mouthpiecing about what Richard Bates Jr. just thinks about religious in general. Seriously. Because every line is either the good Lord or whore or don't do this. Or, seriously, every other line is like that. Every single line. There's no humanity to her, and maybe that's the point. You are supposed to look at her as just this human, vile piece of person, but it's also because she's a religious person too, and I'm all like, come on, man, like, seriously? But Adrian Grenier, though, for his credit, though, he's a good actor. And I never thought he was a good actor, but here, he's really good. He's asked to feel guilty about something that he did, both with his parents and with his sister. He does that perfectly. He's a good actor in here, and I think I never seen him be a good actor, because I watch Entourage. He's okay. I mean, he's being chased. He's, what actors like that are supposed to be. Shallow, low depth, no acting, just a pretty face. And he's perfectly fine. And that's the thing about this director does. He gets people who are mostly on TV, and same thing with Excision. He got somebody on, Area Winter from Modern Family, and even AnnaLynne McCord. She was on 90210. Don't actually I know that, but AnnaLynne McCord, a brilliant actress. She's really good. But he gets people like that who start on TV, and he just gives them a leading role, and it's all like, just show me what you fucking fly. Just show me what you got, and you really can be like a leading person, or just have that movie star quality. And I've never seen Adrian Grenier have that movie star quality, even as pretending to be, God damn it, even trying to be Aquaman. He's really good here, and he is. I'm being dead serious. He is good in the movie. He's supposed to feel guilty when he wants to be guilty. He is just a really good actor in some parts, and even Angela Trimbur, who I think is really good here too. Not just on the acting either. The direction in it is beautifully well. Editing, cinematography, some of the shots that he composed that he wants to put in the frame, they're brilliant. The way he sets up scenes to be kind of like a horror trope aspect, something that's even a horror trope that I thought he handled pretty well. And some of the script things are, some of the lines I said are really well written. And I think this movie is a black comedy with a black soul. This is dark. This is deeply flawed as a film, but as a deep, black comedy, it succeeds that. Because if you laugh at the stuff in this movie, it did its job. If you're scared, which I'm kind of hard to believe that anybody could be scared with this movie, because this movie's not scary. Yeah, if you could find like being held down by a religious not scary, then yeah, that is pretty scary, because that is, being somebody who has like 7-degree burns is treated like a subhuman piece of shit, and she really does. The grandmother treats her like a subhuman piece of shit. Pearl is the sister's name, and she is played by AnnaLynne McCord. And again, like I said, AnnaLynne McCord, she's a great actress. Like at 90210, Don't Actually I Know That, Fired Up, The Haunting of Molly Hartwell. I'm not giving you a lot of movies that she's been in, but but she is a good actress. I like her a lot. She is, and she has this presence, and she is again playing another Richard Bates movie where she is not portraying herself as a beautiful woman, because she has to. But even so, you could put her in the most ugliest makeup at all, and she's still beautiful as all hell. Like even in Excision, I found her beautiful, and I don't care how hard you try to make her look ugly. She is gorgeous, and here he doesn't show her. That's a brilliant way of showcasing how you are supposed to feel with this type of character. I just felt that some of the things that he made her do weren't really the best interest of her character, and I thought that was the biggest problem with this movie. That is just the surface wise though, of what's wrong with this movie, is how he handled that character. Pearl is a little bit like a horror film trope, because he treats her like somebody who's in the shadows. You don't see her a lot, you don't see her face, she's hidden by something, and it's effective when you see her. Like when you really see full front of her, it's really effective and it works. It's used as, like I said, a horror film trope, as somebody who's been really scarred, and that's the one part where I went, that's kind of messed up, because she looks like Samara from The Ring at some point, because she's wearing she's with blonde hair. She has a white ground dress on her, she has her head down, hair all over her, and it's like you're turning into The Ring at this point. But his whole thing is, and this could be a distant cousin to Excision, is that his whole thing is that people want to have sex with other people. Nothing's wrong with it, and he makes that clear. Because Adrian Grenier's mother, Owen, is called a whore throughout the whole entire movie. She is. His mother, who is dead, who died in a fire, is called a whore repeatedly, over and over and over again, because she has sex with more than one guy. And he is portraying that as a negative. He's portraying people saying that as a negative because he believes that people just have sex, or is something wrong with that. And listen, like I said, directors can have mouthpieces for anything that they want, as long as they make it cohesive and told pretty well. And he does it okay, but like I said though, scratches the surface. When you get to the first 25 minutes of this movie, which is where I'm gonna go off, and again, I don't want to make this long, I don't want to make this into a whole other issue, but my God, fuck everybody in the beginning of this movie, because I'm being dead serious right now. Owen and Isabel are two of the most hateful people I've ever met in my whole entire life. And I know people like that. So I'm not naive in the whole entire idea that, oh, why are you with this guy? Why are you with this person? Even for both of them. Why is she with him and why are you with her? Because there is no evidence at all why they're standing together. And that is a big problem with the movie, because you have to wait a long time to get the proper evidence that you are needed to get the resemblance of, okay, they're together for this reason. And it works. I believe that little scene that they have together, that's a big plot point. It's a big plot twist, not a plot twist, but a plot point that is not given in any synopsis. I think you would like it when you see it, because I did not see it coming, so I liked it for that aspect. But up until that point, my God, man, like seriously, people, I don't want to come at this at a religious aspect, but so Isabel's brother is having lunch with them, and they're late, and the dude's a nice guy, her brother. He's played by Matthew, what's his name? Matthew Gray Gerbler. You've probably seen him in a couple things. I can't remember what he was in, but he's been in a couple things. But he he wants to pray. Again, like I said, religious guy, total cliche. Don't have sex before marriage. Button up all the way to the top button. You don't see me dressing like that. Tucked in shirt. All that stuff. Because he wants to present himself, and he's kind of opposed to what the lifestyle of what his sister's going through. But that's fine. It's okay. It's his sister. Gives a shit. But Adrian Grenier, though, when Matthew, whatever the hell his name is, he wants to pray, because he wants to give thanks for what he has, and nothing's wrong with that. If somebody wants to pray for what, but nothing's wrong with that. I don't understand why these directors in these movies all the time they have to like say religion is wrong. And it's like, no, these people. Again, that's a big problem for me when I see movies like this. But Adrian Grenier could have just been a cool guy and just wouldn't be like, you know what? I don't believe in the stuff you believe in, and rightfully so. I'm also on his side because his family died in a fucking fire. I don't blame him for not believing. I don't blame him. I really don't. I don't understand. Like, I can say that the guy's a dick, but seriously, fuck. Like, I don't blame him. I really don't. But he wants to join hands and he wants to pray. His sister's up for it because again, she grew up with that lifestyle, so she's kind of used to it. But Adrian Grenier just all like, he could have just been like, nah, I'm okay. Like that's for you guys. That's for you. I'm okay with just sitting back here. That's fine. No, what he does is gives him the fucking finger, says fuck you. Okay, he doesn't say fuck you, but he gives him the finger, and then after they done praying, he gives him an insult. Like, I just threw up my hands and said, wow, come, like, really? Like, seriously? The guy is paying for this. Again, you're not paying for shit. He doesn't work. Well, he does work, but you don't see it. Like, you never see him go to a job. And again, I'm fine with that. Like, I'm perfectly fine with directors. It's fine. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, if directors want to make movies about, religion and how wrong it is, and I'm fine with that shit. I'm fine. Like, I don't care. Like, seriously, but fuck, man. Like seriously. And maybe I'm taking it too seriously. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm just looking at it the wrong way. Maybe I'm coming at this at a different point of view. And again, I could be doing that. And the movie is presenting itself in one way, but fuck, man. Like, sitting through the first 25 minutes, it was just, I'm not naive. I understand. I get it. There are people who take religion to the next level, and there are people like that who do exist. I get that. But let them, like fuck, that doesn't make the person who makes fun of them even better. It does not. It makes them worse because they don't fucking do their own thing. It makes them leeching off those people's beliefs and making them, using their words against them to make themselves look better. No, fuck that. That makes those people look worse. And I'm tired of this shit movies. It just gets me upset. It really does. Okay, fuck it. But the end of this movie is really good. Seriously, what I just said, the ending contradicts, well, not contradicts, but it makes up for everything that I just said with the payoff that makes you go, damn, that's the best ending I've probably seen for a movie. Not one of the best, but it's a pretty good ending. So, like, conflicted, sure, upset, yeah, but what are you gonna do about it? The director and writer, cast and crew are gonna make the movie that they want. You as a viewer have to accept the fact that if you're gonna watch it, you're gonna watch it. And again, I'm giving credit to where credit's due. The direction, the style, the filmmaking is brilliant. The acting, like I said, it's just that first 25 minutes. I would say, if you honest, there's a point of this movie where I think you don't have to sit through the first 25 minutes because there is a scene where literally it picks up where the plot goes into it. And I think if you just start where that plot point starts, you can easily have a better time watching this movie than you would watching the whole first 25 minutes of it. So, listen, people, I understand that I could be very biased toward this movie. I could be totally sure about that, and I could be wrong. But you know what? It's fine. And again, the movie's fine. It's funny at some parts. It has good acting. It's an okay movie. It's a 6. It's about a 6. I can't give it a 5 because 5 is a half movie. I think this does a little bit better than most 5s because 5 movies are just something for me that I just go, eh. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Quest. Have a great day. Sorry if I went a little bit too long. I did have to, get that off my chest. But sorry if I'm just cursing just for the sake of cursing too. I don't like kind of doing that stuff. But have a great day, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Click like button, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Goodbye.